Oh yeah, mambo baby, have you prayed? Have you prayed? And if you didn't pray, please do pray. Do pray because prayer change things. Leo tuko kwenye ile episode nyingine ya continuation tulivyopatana mpaka tukaenda kwa wazazi na kila kitu. Mimi naitwa Zablon Loy Show na anaitwa Dizab's Kitchen.
Yeah, mi naitwa Diana Zablon and niko na channel pale kwa YouTube inajiita Dizab's Kitchen.
Na mimi ukitaka kunipata TikTok the same name, ukitaka kunipata Facebook the same name na Instagram the same name. Uliniintroduce kwa wazazi wako mpaka nikaja nikafika home kwenu. Sababu tuko Bahrain tunaongea tu kwamba tutakwenda.
Well, tukiwa Bahrain, siku moja aliniambia anataka kumeet my parents. So nikamwambia I have to call them and let them know that watakuwa na mgeni atakuwa anakuja kuwaona. Because the first time unapeleka mtu nyumbani, huyo anakuanga mgeni kwa familia. Wewe na yeye ndio mnajuana huko kama marafiki, but in the family anakuja mara ya kwanza kama mgeni. So I called my mom because me and my mom we were very close, and as I was growing up, even as a teenager, I've never hid any of even my previous relationship from my mom. I always used to tell her what's happening in my life, and especially anything to do with the relationship. She used to guide me, and one thing I can thank God for is that my mom was always very easy with me when it came to such things, because alikuwa ananiambia that is part of life as a girl. This time it comes for every girl in life, especially those who are looking forward into creating a family. So mimi sikuogopa kumwambia mamangu any of these things. So I called her and told her I'll be bringing someone home. And my mom asked me from where. Nikamwambia I told my mom from Tanzania. So my mom laughed, and then she laughed because for me, when I was telling her, I thought that she would be like, hey, that is very far. But to my shock, she told me Tanzania is just here outside. And that made me feel at ease. So then I asked my mom to tell my dad, because such news you can't break to your father. Such news, it's your mother who has to break to your dad. Unless you don't have a mom, it can happen. But if your mom is still there and you're close, she's the right person to let your dad know that the daughter is bringing someone home. Nice. Yeah, so I let them know. I let my mom know. So she's the one who broke the news, and she told me it's okay. When we are coming, when the day comes for vacation and he will be coming home, I just let them know, and that's what I did.
Okay, then I came to your house. Then after I came to your house, I asked them, can we travel to Tanzania so I can introduce you to my parents too?
Yeah, so hiyo siku ulikuja nyumbani. I think it's my small brother or my big brother who picked you from the bus station.
Bus station, yes. That time we didn't have car.
I mean, you just coming from Bahrain, even if you had a car, ungejua nyumbani ni wapi. Yeah. So one of my brothers ndiye alienda kumchukua kwa bus station, akamleta nyumbani, and that day my dad didn't go to work. He stayed at home so that he could meet him. Yeah, and so when he came, I don't know whether he felt welcomed. He should tell us.
Yeah, I was welcome a lot. I had food. I have all traditional food from your side, and then I had pilau, I think.
Yeah.
And tea.
Yeah.
And then I say the food is too much, I can't handle it. But your mother kept pushing me, eat more of chapati, eat more of mokimo, eat more of githeri. Then I said no, it's too much.
Yeah, and I also thank my family, because my brothers were waiting to see. They were looking forward to meet. All my 4 brothers were looking forward to meet him, and even that day my sister was around. Right?
Yeah.
So all my family members from my nuclear family, we were all there, the 6 of us, and mom and dad. They were all there waiting to see the man that the man that is coming to see them, because this was not just a visit or any other visit. This was someone who was coming to my family and let them know his intentions.
Yes. Then after we went to Tanzania.
Yeah. So after that, he asked my dad for permission, or rather my parents, and he requested them that I should also go and meet his family.
Yeah.
And they didn't object. I thank God they didn't object. This was the first time I was traveling in East Africa. Yeah, outside East Africa, right?
Yeah.
The first time I was traveling in one of the countries in East Africa. So they gave us their go ahead, and that was it.
Then I did what is supposed to be done, because when we go back to Bahrain, we have to live as as a family. So we went to Dar es Salaam Strait. Arusha, and then after Dar es Salaam, we went and looked for the letter of no impediment, that I have never been married. If I've been married, I've divorced. If I divorced, I have a legal document. And then we came to Kenya. We did the same things. For those people who want to get married outside Kenya, there is one letter of no impediment. Letter of no impediment. This letter of no impediment show that you never get married to anyone. And if you have been married to somebody, that means you have divorced. And if you divorced,
wait. First of all, when I arrived in Tanzania, because I didn't know about anything about his culture. When I arrived in Tanzania, despite the fact that he already had his own house, he was no longer living in his father's house. I was not allowed to go straight to his house. Of course, I had to pass by his mother's. So for me, I thought I'll pass by his mother's house, then straight I go to his house, because after introduction and after they see this is the girl, obviously, if it is back here in Kenya, tunasemanga wanajijazia, that is the girlfriend. In Tanzania, that is not how they do it. The moment that you arrive, you step in that home. For me, whatever happened to me that day, we arrived there around 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Yeah. So when I arrived there, I was not even told. I was not shown by anyone his house, which is a few meters far from the father's house, his father's house. So when I was sat down, and then my mother-in-law called some of her friends, and all the women married in his home, they were also invited. It was a little.
My sister-in-laws.
Yeah. My other sister-in-laws, they were all invited, and a few of my mother-in-law friends, they were also invited. I was like, what's happening? What's going on? Because he was nowhere to be seen, and he didn't tell me this was going to happen. I think he was out. I thought he just left, and I was looking around. I couldn't see him. I'm just there alone, stranded. I can't see. He was nowhere to be seen. Actually, I didn't see him anywhere around there. So it was just me with the women and the other family members. Only women. Actually, there were no men at that particular time. So I was. My mother-in-law said, "Now you are officially introduced to this home, and before we show you where his house is, because this was the first time that he had brought a lady for introduction in his home. He may have had
no. If I have had, then I should have a divorce paper.
I don't know.
In Tanzania,
that's a girlfriend.
No. In Tanzania, if you bring somebody and you say that you're going to marry her, they put you a kitenges, yes?
Yeah, that is what I was going to say. So I don't know. Maybe you had not taken your previous girlfriend to your father's house.
When you bring somebody and they get to the tenge, it means that is your wife. You cannot go out of that.
What about
from 6 p.m. to next day 6 p.m.? That is your legal.
What
wife.
about those young guys out there who are having girlfriends?
No, but they shouldn't bring them to their father's house.
Oh, you can have as many girlfriends, but the day that you bring one to your father's house,
and if she slept there until next day, that's your wife.
What if she comes to visit and then she goes back?
Sleep in my mother's house, not in my house.
As a friend. That's a friend.
Yeah. Is your friend is as a friend, but your girlfriend. it's complicated, but that's how the culture is. You understand? She can't sleep in my house because if she sleep in my house, then she'll become my wife. You get the point?
Okay, but if she sleeps in your mother's house, that means something also.
No. She slept in my mother's house, not in my house. If I have my own house, then she can't sleep in my own house.
Well, so that day, those women they gave me some vitenges, as each one of them, they tied me from head to toe. You could not trace any of the outfits that I had worn. So, and then after that, my mother-in-law hold my hand, and she is the one who took me to his house now. And when we got there, he did a little bit of introduction. He told me this is the sitting room, this is the kitchen, and then he took me to the bedroom. And now when we got there, she told me, if ever you find a woman here, I have given you permission. Well, I know this is just a joke. I don't know, but that is what she said. If ever you find a woman in this room, I have given you permission to go ahead and do whatever it takes to make sure that she is out of here. And that was it. For me, that was I was shocked. I was shocked. With that little experience that I had, I was very shocked. I couldn't wait to come back home and tell my mom what happened, because in my culture we don't have that. Actually, in my culture, you will see guys coming with a girlfriend at home. The next day they go. As long as you have not mentioned to your parents that's your girlfriend, they don't care. They don't care. It's up to you. You can bring several actually, and they will be seeing them around. They'll be giving you time until when perhaps you settle for one that you think now you can officially introduce to your family. So for me, that was a little bit of a shock, but I enjoyed the whole. Introduction, because I think that's how they introduce the women they want to marry or they plan to marry in his culture.
So we are going to go on the car. So we'll continue with this one because we're going to do some here and there things. So let's cut this one so other people can know. They can follow us. Let them follow us at Zablon Loy Show and these Apps Kitchens and our TikToks and
also on
Instagram.
TikTok I am Dizabs.
Yeah. So we can continue with these videos on the other side. May God bless you and have a great time. Follow us because we're going to let you know how we went to Dar es Salaam. We came to Nairobi. We get the paperwork in Nairobi, and then we went to Bahrain with the paperwork, and then we get married in Bahrain. We get our kids. A lot more coming. May God bless you and have a great time. And those kids which we are talking about, they are our behind the scenes videographer and the directors. Sindio?
Yeah.
God bless you and have a great time.
God bless you too.
Okay. Yeah.